All right, everyone. Sorry for the delay. I know I said I'd post a couple videos a week. I didn't get a chance to it all last week, but here I am. I know we're about 2 weeks into the season right now. 3 if you count week 0, but I don't. Most teams have only played 2 weeks, 2 games. But I did want to take this time to talk about Bobby Bowden and what he meant to college football. I think Florida State has done a tremendous job at celebrating Coach Bowden's life and the way that they're remembering him with the stuff they're putting on the field, the T-shirts that they're selling, just everything they're doing in remembrance of one of the greatest coaches in college football history. I did not necessarily agree with the way he recruited and some of the players he recruited, but I know what his intentions were. His intent was to produce good men back to society, and it didn't always happen, but for the most part, he produced some good players and some better men. He can't help what happens afterwards after he leaves them, but the best he could have done was to provide them a good role model and a good foundation the way he did. And so I know I said I was going to talk about Bishop Sycamore this week. I'm not going to kick them while they're down. They've got a lot going on, and just everything just keeps adding up. But the Ohio High School Athletic Commissioner, whatever, has said that they will allow teams to continue to schedule to play Bishop Sycamore. I don't know how that works because the school doesn't necessarily exist, and their players, a lot of them have already played at the junior college level, so they're a secondary school. They're not even a high school. I don't understand how that works. As far as the Heisman race goes, so my original picks for the Heisman were going to be Sam Howell from North Carolina, JT Daniels from Georgia, and I had one other. I can't remember who it was. But I'm kind of changing my mind now. I see Bryce Young from Alabama. It's his first year as a starter. He's handling it very well. He gets the ball out, throwing for a lot of yardage, scoring a lot of points. That offense is it's built for him. The other one I had, it was a kind of a dark horse, is Muhammad Ibrahim from Minnesota. He's out for the rest of the season, so his Heisman hopes are gone. But that's who I had as far as my Heisman hopefuls. I think Sam Howell might be there at the end of the year. He's probably the most experienced quarterback in college football. And then we have Nebraska football. I think that program is just in shambles right now. They have so much talent on their team. A lot of returning starters. I think it's 13 returning starters on offense, between offense and defense. And Adrian Martinez seems like he's been around for like 100 years in college football. He's finally a senior, and he just cannot lead that team the way he should. He makes a lot of mistakes, fumbles the ball under pressure. It's like as soon as pressure collapses on him, the ball is going to fall on the ground and he's going to lose it. But yeah, that's Nebraska football right now. I truly think if they don't turn it around and at least go to a bowl game this year, I think Scott Frost is out as the Nebraska head coach. They've given him some time. He did a lot more with a lot less when he was at Central Florida. So I think there's some issues there. Saw news yesterday, Clay Helton from USC was fired, and I saw that coming last season. I think he should have been fired at the end of last season, just for the same thing basically as Scott Frost dealing with. He's got too much talent to not win the games he should. They got slaughtered by Stanford a team. It should have at least been a competitive game, or they should have won. I mean, Stanford's a great program. Coach Shaw does a great job there, recruiting what he can with the academic standards they have, similar to Notre Dame, Duke. They have so many academic restrictions. They can only get who they can get. So I didn't see Clay Helton returning this season. They brought him back. They gave him 2 games basically, and it seemed like as soon as they lost, he was gone. Did have one comment on my last video, and it was to talk about Brian Urlacher being the greatest linebacker of all time, and that was Pastor Tim Cavanaugh that posted that comment. Pastor, you already know my answer to this. The greatest linebacker of all time is Lawrence Taylor. As far as college goes, Urlacher kind of switched between safety and linebacker, so you can't call him the greatest college linebacker of all time even. It just didn't happen. But I'm kind of biased. I think LT was the best ever. So if you guys have anything else you would like me to talk about, go ahead and comment below. And just go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's the Mac Attack. And I'll have more to talk about next week, or even later in this week. But stay tuned.